You have rehearsed this moment 50 times. You are standing in the boardroom, delivering a flawless opening pitch. But across the table, the person holding the checkbook has already checked out. In fact, they made the decision to pass on your startup exactly 74 seconds into your presentation. They're not going to stop you or end the meeting early. They will sit there, nod politely, and let you finish the remaining 20 minutes, simply running out the clock. The most frustrating part? You lost them because of a specific physical formatting error on your very first slide, the problem slide. It is a detail so seemingly trivial that most founders leave it out entirely, assuming they will clean it up in some future draft. Leaving that flaw unchecked does severe damage. You walk away without the funding, and your intellectual credibility takes such a hit that this investor will never forward your deck or offer a warm introduction to another firm. Venture capitalists process presentations on two distinct tracks simultaneously. The first track is the business case, conscious evaluation of market size, differentiation, and revenue models. The second track is behavioral, an implicit read on you as a founder, probing your intellectual rigor, self-awareness, and composure under pressure. Your opening problem slide operates as a strict Track 2 test. Its real job is to prove you understand the root cause of an issue, rather than simply reacting to surface-level symptoms. Founders typically try to pass this test by slapping a massive, alarming statistic right in the middle of the screen to prove their market is ripe for disruption. And that is where the invisible flaw lives. Look at the bottom of the screen. There is a massive, multi-billion-dollar claim and absolutely zero source citation verifying it. Conventional presentation wisdom tells you to strip out slide numbers and company logos to reduce clutter. A source citation, however, is the one piece of text that absolutely must stay in your footer. Stumbling on the Track 2 credibility test right out of the gate colors how the investor perceives the rest of your deck. Even if your traction is stellar, those metrics are now being read by a skeptic. Let's break down exactly what happens inside an investor's brain when they read a bold, unsupported number. Without an anchor in reality, human cognition automatically downgrades that data. The brain instantly reclassifies what you presented as an objective fact into a highly subjective opinion. Building your entire company's narrative on a foundation of unverified opinions signals a lack of rigor. Your intellectual authority in that room evaporates. The dynamic shifts completely. The investor stops looking at you as a potential collaborator to build a business with and transforms into a hostile interrogator, actively hunting for the hidden risks you failed to document. Fortunately, fixing this costs nothing, and it takes about 30 seconds to implement. You drop a clear, academic-style footnote right at the bottom of your problem slotty. It anchors your massive claim in objective reality. If we fast forward to the end of your presentation, there is a second major credibility trap waiting for you on slide 9, the ask. Founders routinely walk into a room and ask for exactly $1 million or $2.5 million. It is almost always a perfectly rounded number. Requesting exactly $1,145,000 changes the conversation. A highly specific, unrounded number proves that you built a bottom-up financial model, calculated your exact customer acquisition costs, and avoided pulling a convenient figure out of thin air. By grounding your opening problem with a real citation and ending with a meticulously precise ask, you quietly signal absolute competence. You short-circuit the investor's defensive reflexes before they have a chance to form. The best slide decks do heavy psychological lifting behind the scenes. They communicate competence through structure and data, completely bypassing the need for flashy graphic design tricks. If you are ready to master the unspoken psychology of the room across all your slides, beyond just the first and the last, we have a tool designed to do exactly that. This is our VC-ready 16-slide pitch deck. It comes fully editable in Canva and features two distinct visual themes, tech-forward and clinical professional. The core of this toolkit is the included 16-page slide-by-slide instruction guide. It operates as a dedicated consulting manual, engineered from the ground up to satisfy both Track 1 business logic and Track 2 investor psychology. For a one-time investment of $497, you retain full ownership with zero recurring fees. You will be permanently equipped for any high-stakes funding round that comes your way. Check the link in the description to secure your copy today.